There are so many reactions as regard to the World Bank advice to the federal government of Nigeria. Nigerians are facing hardship because of some difficult decisions taken by the government, and which the government acknowledge that they know that there is hardship due to decisions, but they will not go back on it. So from what is on, the federal government is following the advice of the World Bank, which told them to maintain the policy for 15 years, even when things are going tough. So the question is, we don't know where the World Bank is standing. And so many people are saying, which country now that heed to the advice of the World Bank that are progressing? And when you see some country doing well, they don't take such something from World Bank. But when World Bank start to give you some kind of aid, you begin to suspect what is going on. Okay. Now, the World Bank advised the federal government to maintain the policy. Then many will begin to wonder. There is a very good advice given to federal government. They say, inflation, Tinubu inflation, this is not natural. They call it Tinubu inflation, maybe because of it's from the president, his policy. 129 million Nigerians living in poverty, says World Bank. The same World Bank that is telling the government to maintain the policy, the same World Bank is revealing what every Nigerians are witnessing. Okay? There is very good advice given to federal government, which I believe, since the federal government has decided to follow the advice of the World Bank to maintain the policy for 15 years. Now the World Bank has said, remove ban on importation of goods. Yes, remove ban on importation of goods, which this particular issue, even without the World Bank, the government know that this is very, very important to do. When there is high inflation and there is hunger, they opened it for some months, I think. So now I don't know if they have closed, but putting a stop to ban on importation of goods will be a very, very vital step that will revive the economy. Because as it is now, Nigerians are facing insecurity. 1. 2, they are facing inflation due to devaluation of Naira. So even some farmers that succeed in producing, some of them prefer to go and sell it in another country, neighboring country, say Cameroon, say Niger. Their currency is now bigger. So they will sell it there in higher money, come inside Nigeria and dwell in poverty, dwell in hardship, then use their money and buy the available one. Because they go to make more gains. So this is a very, very critical issue. So we are hoping and, looking up to the federal government that they will take a drastic and immediate action to, mitigate the problem facing the country at the moment. And not just that, there are many programs already in place which some states are benefiting. And I call it to the federal government. They need to do more. If they can stop insecurity, that means something good. And if they can start to name project and be focusing on it without abandoning some. And also the fuel price is a very big area to touch. Yes, it's a very big area. So that the people will, feel free. The high price of petrol is something that even a civil servant cannot afford. It's not good. It is worrisome. So I want to see your comment section. I want to see your comment whether the World Bank is doing well, the advice is good or not. So we don't even know where they stand.